Good evening, and welcome to our show.
I'm your host, Johnny,
And I'm your host, Allie.
and welcome back to the Legacy of Trig.
Trig identities have been used a lot throughout history and in our nation.
From the American Revolution to the Civil War,
And from World War II to even nowadays in our government.
Trig identities have been used a lot to resolve problems that are going on in our world.
The British are coming, and I, George Washington, will stop them. All we must do to get independence and win this American Revolution is solve this Trig identity. First thing we're going to do is split this up because it's being squared. So let's write it like this. 1 minus cotangent x times 1 minus cotangent x. Now we can use the FOIL method. Do the first, get 1. Do the outside, get a negative cotangent. Do the inside, the cotangent of the 1, get a negative cotangent. And do the last and get a positive cotangent squared x. Now we can combine these two right here. Get 1 minus 2 cotangent x. That's what we're looking for, one of the things. And then we have plus a cotangent squared. Now, we know with our trig identities page that 1 plus cotangent squared equals cosecant squared. So let's write those together. Get 1 plus cotangent squared x. Move this 2 minus 2 over here. Now this can change into cosecant squared, which is what we need. And we get cosecant squared x minus 2 cotangent x. And that's what we're looking for. Cosecant squared x minus 2 cotangent x. We've won the revolution. Okay, I am Abraham Lincoln, and today we must beat the South. The Union must prevail. All we have to do is solve this trig identity. Okay, now the South will never figure this out, but since we're smart up here in the Union, we know that this is a difference of squares. We can factor it. We have cosecant squared minus cotangent squared. And then we're going to have cosecant squared plus cotangent squared. Difference of squares. Now we know our other identity, that cosecant squared equals 1 plus cotangent. We can switch these both to 1 plus cotangent squared. So we'll have 1 plus cotangent squared x minus a cotangent squared x times a 1 plus cotangent squared x plus cotangent squared x. Okay, now you can see that this one cancels out with this one, positive and a negative. Then we're just left with 1. And over here we have 1 plus, this is a positive 1, this is a positive 1. That's 2 cotangent squared. That's what we're looking for. 2 cotangent squared x equals 1 plus 2 cotangent squared x. The Union prevails. I am Adolf Hitler, and I will beat the Americans in this World War II. All we must do is solve this trig identity. So, the first thing is, I don't know.
Alright, so here's how we are actually going to solve it. So you know that cotangent is cosine x over sine x. And we are going to write that over 1 minus sine x squared. Sine squared x. Alright, so now we're going to change 1 minus squared x to cosine squared x. So now we're just going to divide, and whenever you divide fractions, you are going to flip the numerator and the denominator. So you will have cosine x over sine x times 1 over cosine squared x. And since you have a cosine squared here and a cosine x on top, you are going to cancel out one of the cosines. So now you are just left with 1 over sine x, that is equal to 1 over cosine x. And 1 over sine x is equal to cosecant x. And 1 over cosine x is secant x. And now that will equal cosecant x and secant x. And that is how we defeated the Germans.
Hi, I'm your president, Donald Trump, and I'm here to tell you how we're going to build this great wall. All we have to do is use our Trig identities. As you can see, we have a problem here, and if we can solve this, we can build a wall. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is separate this right here into 2 times cosine squared x minus 1. And then we know with our trig identities that cosine squared equals 1 minus sine squared. So now we're going to have 2 times 1 minus sine squared. Minus 1. Okay, now let's put this back out there to those two. We're going to have 2 minus 2 sine squared x minus 1. Okay, we're getting close. And now we can put this one right here, this one right here together. Subtract those two, so we're going to have 2 minus 1 minus 2 sine squared x. Okay, 2 minus 1 is 1. And that's what we're looking for, yeah. So now put this down here. Aha, we've done it. We've built our wall. Woo.